Scenario this time will be Harbin Suprise, August 1945. Harbin Suprise, August 12th, 1945. For 4 years the Japanese and Russians had adhered to the non-aggression pact that was signed by the two nations, but on August 8th the Russian army began its long-awaited offense against Japan. Remembering their bitter defeat in the 1905 Russo-Japanese War, the Russian army was eager for some revenge. Facing the Soviet Second Far East Front was the hollow remains of the Japanese Kwantung Army. Stripped of most of their heavy armaments, they could do little to halt the Russian advance. By August 12th, the Russian 15th Army had reached the outskirts of Harbin. Here the Japanese made a stand. Until now, the Russians had never encountered the fanatical defense of Japanese suicide troops. To the shock and surprise of the lead tanks, Japanese infantry began to assault their T-34s with pole mines and fused artillery shells. It would be a long day for the Russians. Should we play the Russians or the Japanese? Where I'm expecting to see a huge wave of Russian tanks, and this is 45 August, so they're not gonna be crappy tanks, they're gonna be one of the better tanks in the entire game against Japanese with infantry anti-tank capabilities. I'll play the Japanese. I don't think I have a snowball's chance in terms of winning this, but I'm interested in seeing how it goes. Yeah, they have a rocket bombardment. Katyusha. Katyushka. We can see their positions on the upper right, so they have probably a tank army that will push through the north to the south. I don't think we have any chance in winning, but we might be able to delay it to sort of get a marginal defeat or victory. They're pummeling those victory flags. Why the hell are they shooting smoke there? Yeah, I guess the Russians are attacking from the west side then. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they're definitely not there. They're coming from the north, just like we saw. So why the hell are they smoking the left side of the... I don't know. Oh shit, yeah. Huge wave of tanks. We're gonna lose a lot of things just on the first round. Anti-tank infantry destroyed, yeah. This is what it is, they're gonna just roll all over us. We have light artillery batteries and nothing else. .47mm anti-tank guns, yeah, these aren't good enough. I guess we would have a chance that would be basically try to destroy the bridge to prevent them from coming over. There's only 15 turns though, so... but that's quite a lot of time. Yeah, it's T-34-85, those are the best ones. 34, 85, some 76s, but yeah, we can take a quick look. These are okay tanks, these aren't great yet, but these. Great large gun, accurate gun, a couple of machine guns, good armoring all around. Fast. There, yeah, this is a great tank, and since they're Russians, they have a ton of these. They aren't prohibitively expensive like they are with the Germans, for example. I think Germans have a little bit better, but they're also several times more expensive. So for every German tank, you can take 2 to 3 of these tanks. So if you have a competent crew, you'll definitely beat any kind of German armored resistance with those tanks. Coal mine. A single shot troop. Yeah, that's wonderful. Mm, I'm just thinking a little bit of our troop. I don't see any chance of us being able to defend against that. I'm really wondering, could we get rid of this bridge? That's the one thing we might be able to, and that would allow us to somewhat defend these. That's pretty much the only way I can see this working. And what if the only way we could possibly do it is to explode these pole mines, multiple ones in a bridge section. Yeah, but we don't really have multiple ones here. We have one. So what it would mean is we would have to, okay, we would have to pull every heavy anti-tank unit we have. We don't have a lot out of here. And that's about it. But that's not true now. We need to get rid of some of the infantry. There's no point trying to start running with these guys. Much more preferable to try to get rid of some of the Soviet infantry. Might as well run at this point though. And shit. This group could kill some of these Soviet units, then we might be able to rush with the coal mine guy. But I don't think so. Because those tanks are still reacting. So, this. Run. We have smoke or something. We have nothing. I'll actually try to destroy the bridge. Frankly, I don't think we have any kind of chance to use most of these. what they're gonna do. About, yeah, we're going with the bridge plan. I'm not sure if these have the firepower to be able to even destroy that. They might not have. I'll also do one thing. Destroy the bridge. Damage is weakened, do something. They're fairly good infantry, what the Soviets have. So it's not like they have a green troops or something like that. And more tanks. Yeah, infantry destroyed. He helps. It's going to be very difficult to get any of these units alive there. We had one here, then we did. Wonder if we could use the anti-tank guns to weaken bridge too. I think we can. I know it's a desperation attempt, but Jesus Christ. What can we do against this amount of tanks? Nothing. And there's more coming. And a lot of them probably have infantry in them. So it'll just be going worse and worse and worse. The main purpose of this initial platoon here that we'll sacrifice is to kill infantry, I think. There's no way we can do the infantry plus tank thing. We need to get rid of one or the other, and we're not gonna get rid of it. That's gonna happen. We have a opportunity to assault one of them. We're going to take it, because why not? And we fail. Moral failure for the Japanese. They didn't even shoot. Yeah. These units basically lost. But we forced the infantry out, so we can shoot at it. Sooner the better, I guess. Can't shoot smoke there. Why can't we shoot smoke? Okay, we can shoot smoke. Ah. Gonna be what's gonna be. We could shoot that square with the guns. Is there any point? No idea if there's any point to that. I know the chances might be low that we are even able to do it. I think it's still better than trying to do anything else, pretty much. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna drive into our anti-tank units. So, not with all this infantry around. At least they'll Some of them will stay put to kill our units, so it will fly a few turns more time. Yeah, they'll just drive right through everything. Holy shit. They have very heavy artillery. It'll destroy buildings. I think we would be better off abandoning these flags with everything. It's simply too dangerous to stay in them. Okay. We don't have a lot of time to try to implement our desperation plan. Let the bombardment fall. You can keep firing. Doesn't matter what happens to destroy that. Why can't you fire? We might as well try to break that piece then. Yeah, these are totally incapable of doing anything anymore. If I stay here, they'll just drive next to me and kill us. If I run, probably do the same. But you never know. If we run, at least there's hope that we might be able to get these units functioning at some point. Please. I don't see how these tanks are capable of destroying their tank. It'll be clickety 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 clickety. That's it. Well, let's see what happens. I don't think the bombardment is good enough to ever destroy this bridge. It would need to be above double the size, the caliber of the guns to be able to pull that off. Yeah, they're shooting at the other side of the map. We tried assaulting and it failed, so we're dead. Just keep bombarding there. We have one shot, Coleman, and we're going to. Other option would be, if this doesn't work, we could mass everything we have here. Because if we use smoke, we could prevent them from firing from the other side. It would be very tough to push through this. Oh, try attacking it. Yes! It actually worked. So the tanks won't have a clear way to come at us anymore. We can pull back the flags. Ah, there. So our strategy, it wasn't a complete waste. Actually, it was a bit easier than I anticipated. Some smoke there. Some smoke. I don't think they'll be driving down here though. Why would they? They can't get through that. So they would have to go around. And they don't have the time. So... Oh. Yeah, I need to think about this. That was a place to do a bombardment. I'm going to shoot more smoke at the victory flags. We're controlling in the middle, on the northern side of the river. I don't see the visibility doing us any favors, where they have all the range advantages. So smoke, 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 smoke. Have smoke. A few, not a lot. I do want the smoke to be actually not in front of the guns. We don't have the troops here in this, so even if every one of our guys would destroy an enemy tank, we still wouldn't have enough troops. And so, what I'm really debating is, should I attack with these? They would definitely help with the defense, but I don't think we have any hope in hell to keep that anyway. So a better option might be to try to hide troops here in these areas, so we can try to reclaim areas. Especially since we can move no matter how bad our condition is with the troops. It might be well worth it to try to pull our troops away from the main fighting, and then once the main armored columns have passed, try to regain these. Well, at least regain some of them, make a beat for them. I think we can keep these hexes without any trouble. I think I'll reposition our troops still. Maybe not. Let's just leave it at that. One third of the mission is now over, and they have taken over the first flags. Yeah, we'll lose those anti-tank guns very shortly. Again, I'll try to whittle away their infantry power. There's no way we can do anything with a couple of anti-tank guns. They have such a massive amount of tanks that they can annihilate them just by using their tanks. Okay, we have I think we have a single turn of firing before the smoke starts dropping. So let's take advantage of that. Yeah. That gun won't be doing anything. Heavy rocket bombardment. Smoke will land at the end of this turn. Who are you shooting? Yeah, that's the good target. There shouldn't be too much reaction fire from the enemy. They've been shooting at the anti-tank guns with all they have. So we'll try to get rid of the infantry they have with them. Position the troops behind the flank. I don't think we have any chance of getting a kill there. Might be able to suppress it a little bit if you hit that. You're not even gonna hit. And this is to suppress to be able to fire at all. Yeah. Lost without a fight. I'm actually going to shoot smoke with the infantry in it, even though there's smoke coming. Try to get rid of their infantry. Same as before, but chances of success aren't exactly great. They're defending their flags. They have forces they haven't even moved in yet. Yeah. Not much we can do. Now that I know that you can actually destroy the bridge, I'll be more interested in actually trying the lock the bridge strategy. Sort of leave some delay troops, but everything else pull back on the other side of the river, then smoke screen it so you have to drive into something like in a hex that is surrounded on 3 sides by hostile squads. So every tank or unit that tries there gets attacked potentially by 6 enemy squad units. So there's a high chance of actually scoring kills and annihilating anything that comes there. And since it would be stuck basically, because two enemy units if two enemy units drive there, for example, there's no way of a third one getting through that. So you could defend it without doing this. Routed. Fast. They're moving, position, moving fast. I'll wait at least until turn 10 before doing anything really dangerous here. Just holding our position for the moment. Okay, we have a chance to shoot it in the rear hull. I don't think that's good enough. But it's a chance. Yeah. Totally incapable of countering the more modern versions of tanks. Not much we can do here. Maybe we could stack. Is that a good idea or not? We still have one smoke ammo left, so it's not gonna be much. Every battery will shoot a single smoke round, and that was it. We'll lose the other anti-tank gun, but honestly, what's the difference? It doesn't have the power to penetrate the front armor of most tanks. Probably, maybe at point blank range, it might get some kind of lucky shot, but other than that, I don't see it destroying anything. And yeah, now it's gone. That bombardment might not be bad, it'll create a smoke of its own. They're not in a hurry to get anywhere. We'll pull back with these two. I'm trying to move them here with the rest, so we can probably try to retake some of those locations at some point. Suppression 90. Private Natsu are rallying us. Can we make a single shot? Yes, we can. Let's take it. It was all for nothing. In turn. No, we should have set the artillery, but it doesn't matter much. Yeah, now we lost the anti-tank gun. The one that was totally pointless anyway. They're seriously firing smoke at us, because that's going to be terrible. I'm surprised that artillery is devastating. So it looks like there's not going to be much of a fight here. All we can really do is let the enemy come. And that's it. See what happens after that. We're going to be holding our positions here. And enter. Assault fails. And that was the end. Assault fails. Yeah, this relying on an assault in a situation like this is it's hopeless. I do appreciate the smoke though. Okay, what can you see? Yeah, these guys. Could you possibly do an assault? 68. All equally good targets. Let's try that one. And we failed miserably. You'd have to have some leprechaun luck to pull this shit out. I mean, everything would have to basically work for you. Absolutely everything. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Try to assault. And probably fail. I'd say my idea to destroy the bridge was very justified. Looking at how well we are performing against these tanks. I'm not sure what the actual success chance on the assault is, but from experience it's like 1 in 5, 1 in 8. Something like that. So the amount of luck you would need to destroy this kind of a huge swath of tanks coming your way would have to be insane. You have to remember also that even if you succeed, you'll gain some suppression for the squad. So the only good way to pull it off is really would be to bottleneck the enemy somehow, and the bridge is the only way. So I can see two ways to make this work with the Japanese. Destroy the bridge or bottleneck the bridge. Other than that, I don't see this thing working within the game mechanics. You might get a tank kill or two, but that's all you're gonna get. Congratulations. You achieved nothing. I'm not sure if the infantry can come over the river. They very well might be. And the amount of support fire they can give, which is certainly would be devastating for us. don't know where they are actually trying to go to. I don't see any real point in shooting here, because the tanks aren't going to stay there, and these infantry are totally ineffective against tank anyway. Oh, oh, yeah. We managed to annoy it a little bit. Hiding from the enemy behind the hill. Ah, that's lovely. We truly are a devious mastermind in this game. Basically noticing that we have zero chance in hell to actually pull it off with straight fighting. We're trying to avoid the enemy. I think we should start moving in this direction. Even with fighting with a smoke cover there. Yeah, this mission really isn't about fighting. I don't see any real chance of winning this by fighting. We have gotten maybe 3 or 4 assaults, and how many successes? Bro. They seem to be coming in this way, but I don't see what they're going to do when they get here. I guess we could try to bombard this area, just in case they decide it's a good place to come to with the tanks. We could also try to... yeah, we'll try to suppress that tank and assault it. Because frankly, it's totally doesn't matter how we're going to die here. Might as well go out trying to do something, trying to take out an enemy tank or something. What's the point otherwise? Sit here and wait until they drive next to us and kill us all. That's gonna be somehow better. Assault fails. Huge shocking result there. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Because you prefer, I think, that the fights are somewhat historically accurate in that the game doesn't try to give you fair fights. Because if you want fair fights, you always have the option to do a lot of the random scenarios or play campaigns or things like that. So probably more the correct choice to make these more in line with what the historical facts, I guess. You had a fight where the one side had basically fought a hopeless fight. Have the player fight a hopeless fight. Yeah, sure. In a bit of trouble. Hopefully he doesn't notice the sudden smoke that appeared there. Ah, 80. The chances to hit anything are basically non-existent. So we're not gonna even bother. and now we lose all the units here. This isn't even remotely... There's no possibility really to win this. You have a possibility to win by the mission, but not the fight. Because even if you bottleneck the river and start destroying the enemy tanks, there's not going to be enough time to kill enough of them so you could actually properly retake areas. I think the best chance really is to let the tanks go by and then try to retake the flags and defend them against the enemy counterattacks. Immobilized! Holy cow, we achieved something. Surely the impressive firepower will protect them, will change their minds, and they'll run away in terror. In all of our superior firepower, they don't really give a shit about our units here. Just going right through them. Go. Yeah, go. Button. Yes. I'll try to attack it. So you attack. It's unarmed! Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother with those at all. Yes, these are sound military strategies. Wait until the enemy passes and then try to hold the location you need to defend for like 10-15 minutes, and you are certainly to win against the overwhelming enemy power. Well, I guess it would be a delaying tactic because the enemy can't exactly just pass your units. Otherwise, you have a enemy force operating behind your main attack line. There it is. Victory guaranteed. Although I don't know if it's a victory or a loss, but it's gonna be marginal something something. If we position ourselves for the last turn, the game won't end there. I pretty much guarantee it. They're gonna rush in to defend the areas they have, and that's really fine. I'm certainly not gonna try to fight those. I'm also not gonna take any of these X's yet. Again, timing is everything here. It took them something like 5 turns to move that from where they are now from the start. So even if the game time is extended for 5 turns, we still might be able to retain something from the flag we reconquer. We'll have to see. We should have put a smoke screen behind it. Oh, they're shooting their own flags. And infantry squad destroyed. Yeah, that's very devastating artillery fire. There's sort of a, I guess, sort of a tipping point with the artillery where it stops being goes from a suppression weapon to being actually very dangerous. I think it's something, at least with the howitzers, something like 120. Okay, final turn. Okay, we'll go with smoke here because we don't want them to be easily able to take us out. Oh crap. 4 guys only died. Lovely. Please don't get wiped out yet. I feel that this is somehow both uh, somewhat clever, but also sort of pathetic. You can't put up a real fight, so you'll try to play the game mechanics of the AI a little bit in order to try to ensure you'll get a victory out of this. Oh crap. Have any forces here? Yeah, let's see how they react. It doesn't understand. There's no way to get past here. I wonder if it stays stuck there or does it try to retake things. I mean, is it gonna pull everything on the river edge and start going back to those flags? That artillery is terrible. Now comes the extensions. I knew it. It can't possibly end at that point because the whole system is sort of built around the fact that you can't do this. But there's a limit to how much you can't do this because the game has to come to an end at some point. You can't keep dragging it just because the enemy outflank you. We'll pull back a little bit. We're so suppressed that we can't do anything. hit. Excellent. We have a couple of units here. I'm waiting the results. Quite interested in seeing what actually be. Okay, we'll lose this infantry squad, but thanks to it being there as a target, they won't be able to engage the infantry actually at the flags. Yes, they could, but they only managed a single shot, so that's not good enough for anything. Actually, we're doing a little bit better than I imagined, because the enemy doesn't understand to pull back all its troops. Oh shit. So we'll give them a fight here. We're going to have to pull back though. They're desperately trying to run to the flags. At least the infantry is reacting properly. Come on. Finish him. Yes. We'll try to position our troops on the flags. Because we'll prevent them from directly driving to the flags. They'll have to clear us off first. That can easily buy you an extra turn. Going back. We'll actually engage them again. Not good enough. Okay. Our massive bombardment sort of pales in comparison. Ooh, that's a good one. I think that'll keep going for something in the vicinity of turn 20. We lose this fight we'll definitely lose, but we might be able to maintain a few flags on the north because there's no way they can actually get their tanks up here anymore. Yeah, we lost this one. We're just going to pile units here. What's the smoke situation? Put in some more of it. Okay, this should be it. We'll just have to see how far it goes. Oh crap. No, this is bad. They managed to get an infantry unit that has a lot of shots left into the middle of our troops. I don't see how we can defend against that. It looks like we might not be able to maintain a single flag unless this ends now. Brilliant. If this unit gains a single shot, we might have a chance. Not getting anything, so... Okay. Not much we can. Okay, we do have a single shot though. I don't think it will be... yeah, it won't be good enough if you don't get any kills. Okay... This is basically it. We're going to be firing here with the guns. Not that it will do any good, but as well. I think, yeah, if we would have diverted more forces here, I think this would certainly have succeeded. I mean, went here fully from the start. Yeah, I think this might be the last turn. I'll actually move troops in the flag, because even if we do get killed, it might mean by the time we do get killed, they don't have any more capability to move there. So let's see how long the game is going to drag things out. I think they can retake all of them, but it's better than not trying at all. They didn't. Yeah, there's not much we can do. Hopefully that artillery will pin down some of those infantry units. That's pretty desperate. But at least you can hope. Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Yeah, we would have needed proper forces there. And 28, 22 length 21. I guess this is... yeah, it's keeping the game going because there was an actual fight there. Okay, Soviet 678, Japanese 473. So this was our first proper sort of even result match, even though we were definitely the underdog here. And it's a marginal defeat. Yeah, you have fought to a draw and have suffered heavy losses. The enemy has remained on the field of battle despite the losses inflicted upon them. Our forces will have to try again at another time. Holy shit, a draw. Huh. Well, it was a draw. But the fight really was hopeless. With basically extremely limited anti-tank capabilities, you're faced with several platoons of great tanks. So yeah, two basic strategies: destroy the bridge or block the bridge. There's no point in having your units spread out all over the place. You're just wasting your units. None of them will achieve anything. So except a little bit of a delay. So if you actually want to fight this, I definitely recommend pulling as much forces on the southern side of the river and making your stand there. Uh, but I'm not sure you have the time for it to pull a lot of sources. You maybe have something like 5 turns from the start to do it. So you either run from the start or do something else. But at least that was entertaining, if nothing else.